Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Patriots going up against the Raiders.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Oakland Raiders. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Man left. 4 down.
Get 734.
Hey, check 24.
White
check
Monday.
24.
Down. Easy. Kill Crater
check,
1.
Lucky.
Down.
Lucky.
Express. 29.
Check 43.
Get down. Crater 1.
Watch twist.
Carr now on first down.
Kill. Turn it up.
And Cook has it left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Tight right.
Raider 2. Down. Blue 8.
3 down.
They find some open field here. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? See on the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. How about
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Corey Grant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive, touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Tight end left.
Easy. Rip.
Again, it's Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Check.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
for it with Elliott. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. That right there, good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Strong left.
Check out.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Run it. Run.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
We got 4 down. 4 down. Watch the pass.
59.
6 guys.
Hurry.
Check 6 guys.
To the right.
Back.
Ready.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Regular.
Hey.
Get set, go.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
They'll try the air now with Lott. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Bunch set.
Ready.
13.
Tempo. Check out.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Watch tight end. 3 down.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
36.
93. Wide 85.
Watch the safety.
Low.
Now handoff looking right. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
see if they stay on the ground for second down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's
Down.
right.
Blue 80.
Alert.
Raider
alert.
8.
3 down. 3 down.
It's a hot.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Normally when you put together a 3-4 defense, you want massive people up front who can eat up blockers and allow the linebackers to run free. But how about the big fella right there? Breaking all codes and getting into the backfield and making the play.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch right. Watch right.
Here we go. Blue 80.
Throwing his car on third down. Now he'll escape to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Let's go, D.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Down. 185. It's a hot. 182.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Get set.
On play action, it's Carr. Now he'll escape to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Single, 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 single.
To throw his car. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. From midfield, here's Carr. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Throwing now is Carr. Flush to his right. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Hey, 734. Monday. Put it down. Get down. 180. What's up?
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Check. Check out, bro.
12 more yards there and another first down.
That's what love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Double tight. Hey,
Down.
hey, hey. Got 3, got 3. 3 down, 3 down.
That's it.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your play list.
You got 3 down.
Down. Blue 80. What's up?
Take 4.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. Third and long. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they're going to stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Carry for Blunt. And an alley to run. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Tight end right.
Check out. 675.
Again, here's Blunt. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you. Watch tight. Tight end right.
Hurry. Wide 90.
Hey.
Easy. Gun.
4 down.
Check out. Wide. Hurry. Let it roll.
Check nickel.
Monday.
Now a carry for the shifty Deion Lewis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's Brad Nordman now as he'll punt it away for the second time. off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession.
Yo, Chief.
We got 4.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Lay down.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
29.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Monday, down. Blue 80, low.
Kill.
Monday, 618.
And now here's a carry heading left. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He finds Carr. The Raiders 1st down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
They can't stop me out here. Bunch formation. Come on.
Get down. Blue 80.
Check number 19.
Robertson in motion. To throw, it's Carr. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Tight right.
637. Low. Right down.
Hey, check.
618. Blue 80.
Now Carr going to give it to Murray on the draw play. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now whistle. Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now out come the Patriots. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
What's tight? Tight is right.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Forced out to his left. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Check out. 290.
3 down, 3 down.
They try again with Lewis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong
Check
right.
out. Line 40.
3 down, 3 down.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Second down, 8.
Watch tight end.
Check out.
4 down.
Hurry, hurry. Check out.
watch number 33.
Now they'll run with Lewis.
Alert 3.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. There's Blunt. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Easy, gun. To right. To right.
Bang, 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 bang.
We're rolling. Check out.
The left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Go. Alert. He's coming. We got double up. Hurry. 90. Rip. Check 50. Let's go, hurry.
3rd and 2, Lock. He's got a man. It's Mitchell.
Check safety.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
This is Lewis. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Check out. Mexico.
Alert. 3.
To throw on 2nd down is Lock.
Check 26.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mexico. Wrong. Mexico.
Wide.
Play clock winding down. Play action. It's Locked. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Hey, we are 4 down.
Hurry.
He's coming.
Double up. Tempo.
He's coming. Double up.
Monday.
Check 13.
40. Easy.
From the red zone now, Lock.
Safety's creeping.
And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Check.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Check.
59. 140. Easy. Alert.
Watch the whip.
Alert. Key right.
Big Ed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
New England on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The throw is locked. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bullock will put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here. Anything to seize that momentum back.
Man left.
Down, dude.
3 down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
But 5-man box.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
We got 3 down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract. For that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Run her off.
Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. Flushed out right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
New England on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Move. Second. 90. Monday. Check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up. Alert. Monday.
A shotgun snap for Love.
Check.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Check 43.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's Brad Nortman now as he's on to punt for New England. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now they try the right side here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Down, 734. Get down. 180. Watch the twist. Purdue. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Down. 29. Low. Sponge. No.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A toss to Murray. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of your special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. possession. Luck. And he fends him off. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Out of the gun. Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They're coming.
I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus. You know, the mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
59.
Watch the ship.
Kill.
Watch the ship.
59.
Watch the ship.
Right, 90.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And some room to work. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
Get down. 6:37. Hey, Raider 2.
Alert.
7:34.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Run. That's it, baby.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Double tight. Even. 4th down.
Get down.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Double tight. 4 down.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
4 down.
Let's go.
Check.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down.
3 down.
Blue 80.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. I got him.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Oakland, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for New England, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.